Uh, Hello everyone. My name is Paul. I'm the CEO of the Mage Cloud agency and MageCloud.net platform. We are having a webinar today about multi-channel, multi-selling. Basically, it's unrelated to the base platform, if it's Magento, Shopify, or WooCommerce, WordPress. I mean, there would not be any pitches about those type of things. It's strictly, I really appreciate time that Alex give to all of us this evening, and hopefully we'll be looking into much more deep things about the eBay and Amazon strategy. So guys, this is a hard time when during this COVID-19, the physical store might be closed, the online store might go down, but Amazon, eBay, Walmart, they still will be live. So I want to introduce our guest, our speaker for today, Alex Padapligara, co-founder and director of M2E Pro. In his company, he's responsible for the strategy. He's really a very passionate person about the selling on Amazon and all those channels. Why I think he's a good speaker about that is just he's not like one stranger who gets some luck and grow his business like for its own. He's actually helping out more than 70,000 Amazon accounts, like 42 accounts on the eBay that they managed, like almost 900 million of listings. So please welcome Alex.
Yes, thank you, Paul, and thank you, Mage Cloud team, for having this opportunity to talk today. And Paul, can you give me the screen so I can?
Yeah, I will stop sharing my and go ahead. Yep.
Right. Okay. I think we are ready to begin.
Yep.
Okay. So I would like to talk today about eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. Why it might be worth for you to consider selling to those three marketplaces. I will talk a little bit more about how they're different and what do you need to know in order to be successful selling on those marketplaces, and how to do this more efficiently. But before doing that, I would like to tell that, not everyone selling on eBay, Amazon, or Walmart will succeed. It's very, very difficult and it's very, very case-by-case dependent. So so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me after the webinar, and I will be happy to talk to you, taking into account your particular case. It's not going to be some kind of hard sell or anything like that. It's just very, very difficult to talk in generic terms here. Okay, so our agenda for today is only 6 points. I will talk about who we are first, just to give you an idea about our background and whether the subject we are talking about we do understand it well. I will also discuss, what selling channels you need to consider. We will look into eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. I will explain why a multi-channel solution might be beneficial to your business. We will look into what kind of options are available on the market, and as a takeaway, I'll give you some ideas to come from this webinar and to think about and probably try new things. Okay, so what M2E Pro is, we are a Magento-based system. We've been around for 11 years. We are focusing on eBay, Amazon, and Walmart only. We have had over 200,000 deployments on Magento 1, Magento 2, and Magento Cloud. We have been a Magento system by choice. Our technology is quite platform independent. However, we didn't want to dilute Magento market, and we have been loyal to Magento since day one. So we started working with Magento back in 2008. We are part of eBay Developer Council program. We were one of the companies helping eBay developing the new APIs. We are part of Amazon Developer Council program. We helped Amazon to launch B2B in the UK. We helped Amazon to launch their marketplace in Australia. We also work with Amazon on launching their new APIs. Also, we started to work with Walmart. And at this particular moment in time, we are trying to focus only on those big three: we do not believe in quality, in quantity, we believe in quality, and therefore our focus remains around those three marketplaces. To date, we have over 40,000 unique eBay accounts under management and over 17,000 Amazon accounts under our management. Yeah, we are 67 hardcore engineers team focusing on only one project, M2E Pro, and we have partners in 17 countries globally. So our solution is a Magento-based solution. You can think about it as a data processing layer. So you create various inventory automation rules, and these rules will manage your stock across multiple channels. We also provide algorithmic repricing for Amazon and cross-border trade support. And we probably one of the multi-channel solution providers supporting 100% small medium business by giving our solution free of charge without any upsell, cross-sell, or any other marketing. We help people to grow. And afterwards, we expect people to support us financially. We have over 250 system integrators and digital agencies who integrate M2E Pro for us. Dozens of hosting providers support M2E Pro. Number of SaaS platforms offer M2E Pro out of the box. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you about why you should be thinking about considering selling throughout, other channels. So until now, recent statistics has shown that Amazon at this particular moment dominates about 30%, 38% of the customer segment. 32% of customers come through Google onto your website probably. Brand and retailer sites account for 21%. So this is when people open browser and type brand or retailer site name into the browser. eBay, Walmart, and smaller specialist marketplaces account for about 6% market share. This is when we are talking about customers, number of customers coming to those different channels through different routes. Now, GMV, combined GMV of Amazon and eBay together, it's over 10%. So in terms of dollar, pound, euro value, eBay and Amazon represent over 10% of all money spent worldwide. And this statistics are quite old. Now, with the recent events, I expect this number to become much, much higher. And what we have seen recently, quite a big spike in eBay sales, because historically Amazon was dominating e-commerce because people were busy, people were at work, and Amazon has always been a convenience place for many customers, people who have subscription, people who use Amazon Prime, so they don't have time to search for alternatives, or they don't have time to search for best price. Now, with people sitting at home, working from home, time is no longer an issue, and people started to check other places for better price, and this is where we saw that some of our sellers have started to do very, very, very well on eBay in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Now, I would like to talk a little bit more about eBay, Amazon, and Walmart structure and show you how different these marketplaces are. So why sell on multi-channels? First of all, when you place your product on a channel, be it eBay, Amazon, or Walmart, immediately within few seconds, you reach out to millions of potential buyers. And we are talking about huge amount of potential, which Amazon, eBay, or Walmart can bring to your sales. So nobody comes to eBay, Amazon, or Walmart searching for you. They come searching for goods, but then they discover your products, and this is how you can acquire new customers. And very, very often, many customers, they only come to do shopping on particular marketplace. I can give you a few examples. Some customers only shop on Amazon, or some people very, very often opt to shop on Walmart in the US. So how different eBay and Amazon are? So they're quite different. So first of all, they're quite different in business model. eBay is your simply business partner. eBay gives you the platform, and takes commission, letting you to present your products to your potential buyers and letting you to structure your pricing the way you want it to be. Amazon can be very, very competitive and can become your competitor one day. So this is where they are very, very different. The business model is completely different. Our customer profile. So when we are talking about eBay customers, most of the time those are impulse buyers, very, very price sensitive, and very, very often present younger generations. While Amazon customers are people who are not very have do not have time. They're quite Amazon loyal. Most of the time they have a Prime account, and what we see that Prime accounts normally shared among family members. So one Amazon account can be used by the whole family, 3, 4, 5 people shopping from the same Amazon account. Sales drivers. On Amazon, it's all about a price. So as you know, having a winning buy box, it's paramount, and a lot of systems or a lot of multi-channel solution providers offer different kind of repricing tools, helping you to reprice your product, so your price becomes very, very competitive, and then it becomes a default choice. Many people also use Amazon as a product catalog site where they search for product information, they read about product, and then buy box invites them to complete the transaction with a one-click action. With eBay, it's a little bit more complicated because people are searching for products on eBay. They take into account number of different factors. Customer feedback is important because you want to make sure that the seller you are dealing with is going to fulfill your order, and you're going to get the product which you are planning to buy, not something which is not quite what you were hoping to get. Very, very important, the way how your listing looks, how you present your business. Images are quite important, and whether your structured data has been defined in full, because there are so many listings on eBay and there are so many similar listings. Finding products on eBay sometimes becoming quite challenging. Competitive advantages. Again, eBay and Amazon are extremely different to each other. eBay still beats Amazon hands down in automotive sector. Amazon is very, very weak when it comes to cars, when it comes to certain home and garden categories, boats. On the other hand, Amazon extremely strong with logistics, and Amazon has economy of scale, which eBay doesn't. And don't forget, Amazon doesn't make money as a marketplace. Amazon makes most of its money on Amazon Web Services, so they can cross-subsidize a lot of the activities. Whereas with eBay, whatever they earn, they have to invest back into the platform development. And this is why we see eBay being quite innovative recently, but not quite fast enough to catch up with Amazon. And each marketplace has its own value add services, where Amazon has gone after B2B. Amazon can offer you a Fulfilled by Amazon program. Recently, they've launched Homemade and Home and Digital Services categories, in addition to Amazon Music, Amazon Prime, and other services which eBay doesn't have. On the other hand, eBay can help you with the global shipping program, which allows you to ship your orders internationally while paying local shipping costs, and eBay does all the logistics for you. Right. So what about Walmart? I didn't put Walmart into the previous table intentionally because Walmart as a marketplace is very, very young. Walmart as a company, probably one of the oldest retail chains in the world. They have had website for many, many years. However, they turned into a marketplace just under 5 years ago. However, and again, they're still being under development, they're still evolving. However, even though they are quite young, they have extremely good brand recognition in the UK. So over 140 million Americans interact with Walmart on the daily basis. And Walmart is very good at cross-marketing, cross-selling among their customers. Customers can buy in store, customers can shop on the website, and now customers can visit Walmart marketplace. So how Walmart marketplace is different from eBay and Amazon? And one of the reasons why I didn't put Walmart marketplace in my previous analysis is just that Walmart is by invitation only. To start selling on Walmart, you need to be invited. And the invitation gives you some kind of protection because Walmart wants to make sure they have quality sellers and they have quality content. Being invited, meaning that you do not have many competitors offering you much more opportunities to grow. We saw our customers being quite successful on Amazon. After trying Walmart, they started to do much more business on Walmart, and they started to slowing down their business on Amazon. Yeah. Now, Walmart is extremely innovative for a few reasons. I mean, I don't know whether you knew or not, when Amazon in 90s was working on the Fulfilled by Amazon program, people who led that program were Walmart people. So, and essentially what Amazon did, they just copied Walmart logistics when they were creating Amazon FBA. Now, I don't know whether you have been watching the news on eBay recently or not. eBay got a new CEO. And again, the person who was hired by eBay is an ex-Walmart marketplace person. So Walmart has a lot of interesting ideas. They have a lot of funding available. And if you are selling to US or if you are located in the US, this is one of the marketplaces to watch. They also launched their marketplace in Canada, and they're also very aggressive in South America. Yes, Walmart is very different from Amazon or eBay, where where Walmart doesn't go for quantity, they look for the quality content. They have category managers, and those category managers are extremely specific about what products they want to have on Walmart, and they watch sellers very closely to see whether customers are getting the quality service Walmart expects the sellers to deliver. Walmart has a similar to Amazon FBA program. They have few partners on the ground which can help you to fulfill Walmart order within 48 hours and deliver goods everywhere in the US within 48 hours from taking order. And pricing. Walmart pricing is more competitive to eBay and Amazon, meaning that by selling on Amazon, you make higher margins. And if we add less competition to that, that becomes no-brainer for those selling to United States. But the only one point here, if you want to sell on Walmart, you need to be like physically present in the US. You need to have tax number, and you need to have a US location, office, or some kind of rep office. Okay, so why going multi-channels? We have looked at eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. We looked at the market share, number of people coming to those channels. And for any business considering to sell to different channels, good multi-channel solution can be very helpful and useful. So I'll give you an example. So imagine if you have one product and you are maintaining information about that product in your MIP, PIM, product information management system, or whatever system you use for your stock management. So you would normally enter basic information, and you probably assign that particular product or a particular category on your website. You define price, and there you go, you can start selling this particular product on your website. So if you want to sell exactly the same product, for eBay, you need to provide additional information apart from stock number, title, price description, and images. You would need to define category under which you want to list your product. You may want to provide some listing features. You need to have a good template. You need to define item specifics so customers can find your product, and also you need to tell eBay what kind of delivery options you are about to offer and how are you planning to handle returns. Going further, if you want to sell exactly the same price on Amazon, things become a little bit more complicated because Amazon has slightly different categorization structure. Again, you need to define slightly different item specifics Amazon, and you need to um, uh, provide Amazon specific information for your listing to be accepted. Many customers now sell across different countries, and then if you are about to offer your products to the different country, you would probably maintain different pricing strategies for the different regions. And most importantly, when you sell to the different channels, you wouldn't sell your products for the same price because you have different cost considerations, you have different fees structures from marketplaces, and probably you will change your price depending on the channel you sell to. Now you have different channels, you have different countries, and you may often find yourself in a situation where you have to maintain 9 different pricing strategy for the same product. Now, as you sell to different channels where you have a lot of competition, you may want to have some kind of algorithmic repricing option available to yourself, so you can reprice your product dynamically in order to get more business coming in. So we are talking now not only about 9 different strategies, we are talking about 9 strategies being repriced every 5 minutes. So no human being can maintain this manually, regardless of how quick the person in data typing. So especially this becomes extremely challenging if you are carrying huge catalog of products. And this can be addressed by using different kind of software packages called multi-channel solutions. And I'll talk to you now about different options. So historically, there has been proprietary tools developed by marketplaces themselves. eBay used to have a product called Turbo Lister. Now discontinued. Then you could also sell or list your products by using some simple data feeds, and you can upload certain information to eBay, Amazon, or Walmart using those data feeds. Second generation software, this is probably one of the most popular pieces of software available to the market, and there are maybe 3 dozens of different options available. They are very good ones, all of them. Mostly they are cloud-based systems where you would upload all your inventory information to the cloud, and afterwards you would manage all your products, all your listings out of that cloud. You have regional leaders, for example, Leanworks in the UK, Commerce in the UK, Channel Advisor are extremely strong in the US, and then you have NetEven and others who are very strong in their regions for historical reasons. Normally, those cloud-based systems would support dozens of different marketplaces. Therefore, if you're considering to sell to many marketplaces, it's also advisable for you to take time and do your research properly to decide whichever solution would work better for your particular case or your business. Also, we have people like ourselves. One of the companies, Understanding E, call us third generation software because we are not a cloud-based system. We just add-on or data layer, which run on the top of Magento, helping us to achieve a lot of scale and save time in terms of data processing, because there is no cloud, there is no data to be stored in, and there is no double entry taking place of any kind. However, in very soon we are launching M2E Cloud, a new platform which will be not only for Magento but also will be supporting Shopify and eCommerce to start with. The reason why we are launching a new system is not that we're becoming greedier and we want more customers, but because, as you know, many Magento 1 customers are not planning to migrate to Magento 2, and therefore it is them who take us Shopify or BigCommerce way. So we now have few hundreds of customers preparing for Shopify and BigCommerce migration, and they're just waiting for us to complete our native integration with those two platforms, so we can migrate them from Magento 1 to those platforms together. Also, we have some plans to add more marketplaces. We have had some good discussions with some very strong local marketplaces in Europe, few good marketplaces in Australia, and some marketplaces in Latin America. So we will be continue looking after our customers by offering more channels. And also in 2021, we will be launching Open API, helping people running bespoke in-house systems to connect to us, so we can help them to connect to marketplaces better. Right. So I mean, this is just some information about why you should be considering selling on multi-channels, why these multi-channels are quite different from one to another, and what are the options available for you to automate your data entry or your selling process. In terms of how to become successful on marketplace, as I said in the beginning, it is case-by-case basis, because people who are extremely successful in selling on Amazon or eBay, they don't do any webinars. They just sit and quietly make money. We have customers who reprice their products 3 times a day. We have customers who reprice their products depending on the weather forecast. We have customers who use Google Trends to reprice their products, or we have customers who reprice their products depending on the stock position, or depending on how many days left until they have to pay their suppliers. So every single successful eBay, Amazon, or Walmart seller has his own formula for success, and this is not a generic formula. This is formula which has so many variables, but if you get those variables right, you will be extremely successful. And no software, be it M2E, Leanworks, Channel Advisor, can help you to do that. We can help you with the data management. However, this data is managed by the rules set up by you, and you are the one who need to tell us what those successful variables should be. So what I would like to advise you, if you are to go and start selling on multi-channels, remember that most of the time content is the key. So yes, price is important, but you know how you present your content, what information you put out there, whether you can create some kind of perception of you being an expert, that can make a big difference. Customers now have a lot of information. We live in the world, in the era where you have information everywhere, and the customers are very good at identifying professionally put content from something quick and dirty, which doesn't look very nice, and people don't have a feeling that even if the price is good, it's worth taking the risk. Also, customer experience. It's very difficult to get customers. It's not like back in 10-15 years ago, where you would do Google optimization, you pay some kind of search engine tricks, and then you get customers coming into your website, and that way it's much easier for you to retain relationships with your customers. Now it's much more difficult because some customers are extremely loyal to Amazon, so you have to deal with those customers through Amazon. Some customers come and go via your website, via eBay. Customers do a lot of research. Very often they come to you asking you to price match their competitor and so on, and therefore customer experience sometimes makes a big difference. People, extremely busy people, value customer experience, and they're often prepared to pay more to avoid getting into trouble and then having to return products they don't want or the like, or the products which do not possess quality which that particular customer expected when buying those. And execution is the key. So it doesn't matter how good your system is, and if you fail executing again and again and again, that can get you in red. And as you know, with Amazon, it's very, very difficult to get up and running again once you get blacklisted or suspended. With eBay, same thing. You know, it's very, very difficult to get a good reputation, but it's very, very easy to get few negative feedbacks, and then eBay, like Amazon, suspends you from selling on their marketplace, and then you need to go through the waiting process once again. And again, don't forget to invest in the talent. We have seen many, many cases where people who have brick and mortar stores, they tend to hire very good and professional management, but when it comes to managing websites, digital marketing tasks, or managing eBay, Amazon, or other multiple channels, they hire some very junior person, the person who doesn't make decisions, and the person who really not up to the task to run this huge responsibility forward for the company. So don't forget, when you're out there selling on your shop floor, you don't really competing with anyone. When you put your listing on eBay or Amazon, you get dozens, if not hundreds, of different competitors selling similar product, and therefore you need to be better than your competitors in order to win your buyers. Yes, I think this is about it. So if you have any questions, you can write questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer these, or if you want to ask some questions myself directly, feel free to reach out to me by emailing me. I'll give you my email. Yeah, it's alexp @m2epro.com. Thank you.
Oleg, thank you so much. I mean, like, you're probably the only first person that I know who will be pushing some competitors to your presentation, which is pretty fair. I mean,
No,
with
I
all
mean, our competitors is our best marketing. We always tell people, hey, this is the list of competition. Go and check out our competitors. And because we want people to use us because they like us, not because we are the cheapest or whatever other reasons they may find, right? And to be honest, if it wasn't for our competitors, we wouldn't have been here today, right?
Yeah. So before we go into the questions and answers from our audience, I have a couple of questions that I really collected before, so which is pretty maybe like generic, and just want to ask them first. Maybe someone who is sitting right now on the attendees area have them the same questions in mind. So from like let's think about let me share my screen then, and probably also present to our attendees some of the coupon codes from our end. But coming back to the questions, so eventually, let's say I'm trying to explain the difference. So for example, if I'm Magento website, right, I can go with the solutions like Channel Advisor, Leanworks, PridePro, or I know like MageCloud actually integrate them as well. But one of the main difference from what I understand is if I will be going to those providers, competitors, or I will be paying them on month-by-month fee, which is kind of very expensive. From what I understand, with M2E Pro, you guys have a certain plan which allows me to jump into the Amazon or eBay, like different marketplaces, and basically start without paying anything to you guys, right?
I mean, we offer, first of all, we offer 2 months no obligation period. So we believe that, all this 1 week or 14 days or $1, £1, tricks do not really play fair with the customers. So we offer 2 months no obligation, meaning that we give people enough time to try our software out and to decide whether it's something for them or not. And as I said in the beginning, we don't want to have every single customer or seller or
Mm-hmm.
merchant on earth using our solution. We
Mm-hmm.
only need people who are serious about selling and who need a very good data management tool,
Mm-hmm.
because we position ourselves as a data management tool. So
Mm-hmm.
we believe 2 months, it's enough to get a feeling whether we can take you somewhere where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Second, until you reach 10,000 pounds, dollars in revenue on eBay or Amazon through M2E, we do not charge our customers anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a reason for that. Because again, as a data management company, if you do 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a month, you don't probably need any software at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's either because you're not capable of scaling,
Mm-hmm.
or you just don't have time for that. So this is why again, this is the reason why we give people free software. We give people more time. Is not that we are trying to be extra clever and just kind of get people to use us. We just give people freedom and choice. And those ones who are serious, they will become our customers in the end. And those ones who want to use something else, fine, we are very, very happy, for
Mm-hmm.
people if they go other ways. We never offer any discounts. This is another point here. Sometimes people coming to us saying, hey, this competitor of yours offered me this. And we say, you know what? Tell your competitor that you're about to sign up with M2E for 12 months, and your competitor will give you half price. And then the guy comes back laughing, said, yes, the competitor offered me a half price, so I don't go with you. It's absolutely fine. Look, it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a kind of marriage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In business, every penny counts. So
Mm-hmm.
we give people options, we give people
Mm-hmm.
freedom, and we give people support if they want our help or they need it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 So another question that I understand. So basically, was if I will like this. This is awesome. 2 months free, 60 days free, up to 10K revenue from those platforms. Like let's imagine I want to go with that. So basically, as a merchant who's running on the Magento platform, what's my steps? What's my next steps?
I mean, if you're a merchant selling from Magento, you just go to Magento Marketplace. First of all, if you're selling on Magento, you go on Google, type Magento space eBay. We come #1 in organic search. You go to either Magento Marketplace or you go to our website, and there will be some instructions on how to deploy M2E plugin
Mm-hmm.
or solution. It takes about 5 minutes to deploy M2E Pro, but the challenge comes not from the installation.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you need to know what you are doing. Secondly, if you come to M2E and you already have existing eBay, Amazon, or Walmart business, you must never ever stop your existing live eBay, Amazon, or Walmart listings. Why? Because your live listings have historical data. They have your historical listing performance rank, and it impacts your visibility on those marketplaces. So therefore, if you're a new customer, you don't sell anything on eBay, Amazon, first of all, you register eBay and Amazon accounts, come to Magento Marketplace, download M2E, install it, and then we have a special onboarding wizard where we ask you right questions, you put your information in, and there you go, you're ready to start listing. So potentially you can have your first listing on eBay within 15 minutes from deploying M2E Pro. With Amazon, this is a little bit more time consuming because Amazon not as friendly as eBay. You need to identify under which category you want to be listing. You need to check whether this category is gated or not. Then you need to find the relevant ASIN. If this product doesn't exist, you need to see whether your permissions allow you to create a new product page on Amazon. There are so many variables with Amazon, but with eBay it's simple, 15 minutes. With Walmart, it's something in the middle between eBay and Amazon. Okay, so it's pretty much self.
The last question from my end is like, if I'm like a pretty merchant, like I don't really have Amazon or eBay listings, is there any particular recommendation by you which marketplace I should go first, or like going 2 channels at once, it's the best strategy?
No. Look, first of all, there is no such thing as a one recommendation which would suit everyone. It depends on the products you sell. So if you are selling automotive, no, eBay is no brainer, right? Don't even probably think about Amazon for the first maybe 2 or 3 or 5 months. Make sure you get on eBay properly. Make sure you create some kind of visibility on eBay. Maybe create eBay store, anchor store, and start working, by putting a lot of data, because with the automotive products, uh, car parts compatibility or parts compatibility information is extremely important. So you work on the data first, then you start accelerating your presence and visibility on eBay, and then at some point Amazon may come. On the contrary, so if you sell, say, fashion products, you sell some clothing or something which kind of like maybe fast consumer goods, it's other way around. Amazon can be your first point of selling, because if you sell products which same customers may repeat purchase, therefore you focus on Amazon. But again, with Amazon, when you come to Amazon, you need to do a lot of research. You need to understand who your competitors are. Then you need to understand how you're going to promote. So, because there are a lot of marketing tools or campaigns, so you can pay Amazon to show your products to potential buyers. Same campaigns available to eBay sellers as well. So as I said to you, selling on eBay or Amazon is not that easy. Yes, as a buyers, it's easy to us, because both marketplaces have been designed to kind of satisfy our buyer needs. From the seller's perspective, it's a little bit more complex, because as a seller, you need to be able to make yourself visible to to buyers, and at the same time you need to create some kind of strategy where you would try to outperform your competition. So therefore, this is why I said in the beginning, every single business is different. If you come to us saying, hey, this is my website, so these are the products I would like to sell, so what do you think? What should I do? And then I can tell you, hey, with those kind of products and all those kind of prices, Amazon probably not going to be successful for you. Yes, you may try eBay, or you may even try new geographies. I can give you one interesting fact. We've seen a lot of European businesses succeeding in Arab Emirates now, because as you know, Amazon recently rebranded their marketplace in Abu Dhabi, and now we see a lot of European sellers selling to Arab Emirates. They sell to Dubai, Abu Dhabi. I think there will be Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain coming up very soon. And in the Middle East, people have very good European brand recognition, and they're not, they're looking forward buying European goods. Again, we've seen a lot of potential, in Latin America. We've seen a lot of potential in Mexico, Brazil, and just don't just try to kind of copy other people and try to survive on like making few more percent in margin, because you have some better contacts in China. Try to be a little bit more innovative, and innovation comes from you knowing your product first, knowing your customers, and trying to understand what kind of trends or what kind of marketing strategies can drive additional demand for your products. We've seen people driving a lot of business through Facebook. We've seen a lot of people driving a lot of sales through Instagram. We've seen people using eBay as a Google search engine optimization, because when you create a listing on eBay, Google indexes eBay very well, and then when customers search on Google for that product, your listing comes up on the first page, whereas your website is going to be on the 7th or 11th page. So look, it's extremely personalized, not to the person but to the type of business and the product people sell.
Get it. Let's jump into the and try to answer the different questions here. Can you tell? I mean, I don't know if you see it or not, but do you know what countries Walmart is available?
Walmart Marketplace at the moment is available to US and Canada. And there will be extending to a number of countries in the next year. I cannot tell you which ones because they're still finalizing. So the whole idea of Walmart is to become a global marketplace like Amazon, and they have started doing this from their own home soil. And for them, it's not about more countries, it's more about technology. Walmart marketplace technology, it's under 5 years old. It's still under heavy development. And yes, so there will be more countries, but I wouldn't expect like to see many more countries in the next couple of years until they get technology and logistics in place.
Okay, cool, man. So we have another question from Jay. I mean, that's one of our clients who is selling headlights. He's saying that on Amazon sales like twice more than eBay. But Jay, I think probably I will just introduce you to Alex and then you can talk otherwise, because I mean, without the data, it's hard to answer your questions. I mean, so probably I will just introduce you to Alex from M2E
I mean,
Pro.
going back to Jay's question, in terms of, I need to have a look at what kind of auto parts you sell.
Headlights.
Headlines. That I need to have a look at your eBay listing, because on eBay, item specifics are extremely important. So when, for example, I have a car, so I need to change something. So I find, the car part number. Then I plug this car part number into eBay, and then I try to kind of filter the results. The main challenge with eBay, you have so much data, and sometimes some sellers, and they do this for the reason they create noise. We've seen eBay trying to fight those sellers, but sometimes eBay is not very effective. So they create some kind of irrelevant listings in order to push you down, because what matters is your eBay seller ranking and your listing ranking. Now, it is statistically proven that if your listing doesn't appear on the first 2, maybe 3 pages on eBay, customers will never see them, right? So what sometimes sellers do, they create some kind of noise listings, pushing you to the page 3, to the page 4, and afterwards it doesn't matter. So what you can potentially do, you can potentially look into various eBay programs, because eBay have different marketing tools where similar to promoted listings or campaigns, where you can have a look at your best sellers on Amazon, and then you invest a little bit of money into paying eBay to promote your listings. So eBay shows your listings top of the search result. So this way you can gather some kind of ranking. You can gain better ranking, better visibility, and afterwards, once your listings start performing better, you stop paying eBay for promoted listings, and you retain organically your position on page 1, maybe page 2. But again, if your products are not on the page 3, forget about it. You're just wasting time with eBay. Also with eBay, a lot of people try to save money and not pay eBay store subscription fee. eBay store subscription fee is nothing. It's very little. On the other hand, when you have eBay store subscription fee, when you have a store subscription, you can insert as many listings as you want. So this gives you more flexibility. Instead of like sitting there and counting how many pence or cents you saved on listing fees, you just put as much stock as you want, and then you watch. It's like usability test. So you put one listing, you put similar listing, you see, you make different fonts, you make different presentation, and you see how they performs one against each other. Sometimes people, what they do, you have your eBay listings, you have your price, reduce your price, increase your shipping cost a little bit, right? Many buyers don't really look at the shipping cost. They look at the sale price. So you sell something for $9.99 and you give $2.99 delivery. Okay, make this $7.99 and you increase by 2 your delivery. I mean, there are small tricks, but again, with Amazon, it's easier. All the competitors are on the same page. You only compete on price. So Amazon does all the work for you. it shows you to the relevant buyers, and then you try to win those buyers by offering best possible price. For eBay, it's different. You need to find your buyers. But if you find your buyers, it's completely different, playing field from Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sounds good, man. Like I said, we'll do introductions and you guys can talk. Someone asking, which is a pretty nice question. I mean, imagine I'm a manufacturer business and there is also resellers who is selling my products on those marketplaces. And now I want to join there and be a seller myself. How would you approach that?
I can tell you a really very interesting story. Our customer, a very good customer of ours, is Liverpool Football Club. It's very, very famous football club in the UK. And they were not the first people to start selling Liverpool merchandise on Amazon. And it took them good few weeks to get ownership over their brand. But once they have got it, they now have full control over it. So if you are manufacturing products, but again, this depends on your relationship with your reseller, with the people who help you to resell your products. Sometimes brands manufacture products, but they have agreement that they wouldn't enter selling on Amazon. If you don't have those captive agreements with your distribution network people, you can go and approach Amazon category managers, and we're happy to do introductions. And Amazon category managers would help you to establish yourselves as a brand, because as a brand, you have full right to control what your products, what your product experience is like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Saman, I will do introduction as well for you to Alex, so you can guys take it outside from that. Good question that I can see here is, how like, if I want to start something new, how do I research which products, performing well on Amazon or eBay? Is there any specific like a tool there, like a product trend or something like that?
Look, there are hundreds of different kind of tools. There are hundreds of different clubs. There is a company called Stock in the Channel. There are many other companies which kind of try to give you some ideas of what may sell well and what may sell well on different channels. We as a company do not follow those kind of trends for one very simple reason. We are data management company, right? If you are serious about your business, that means you would know your products. So we just help you to save time on managing data for your products. We don't do any marketing research for you. You can buy cheaper on Alibaba, then you can sell this at this margin on that channel, and then you can do this like that many times. This is not our core specialty, right? And be very, very careful about all those research tools, because many of them ask you to pay money up front, and then they give you some ideas which do not work anymore. Yes, they used to work, but again, this is like stock market, right? It's just like no one can tell which stock to buy, right? Unless you know very, very well specific industry and you watch specific companies, how they perform.
Okay. Let me quickly answer, Damien. Yeah, we will be providing you the video, recording and PDF file with all the slides that we have here. Another question: is Amazon and eBay available for all countries, or there is a special requirements to create an account between those countries? Do you know, Alex, any specific?
I mean, depending on the country where you're planning to sell to. For example, you can be UK or US based seller dispatching goods internationally. On the contrary, you may want to be able to kind of fulfill things locally, and then if you want to fulfill locally, this will depend on a geography. For example, until this year, if you wanted to sell to Middle East, you had to have Middle East physical presence. You had to have some kind of limited company registered in Dubai or Abu Dhabi or whatever. Now they have lifted it. allowing you to ship goods internationally. But then again, if you are shipping goods from every single individual order from UK to Dubai, your shipping cost probably will be going through the roof. And you don't have this economy of scale where you can ship one container to Dubai and then have some cheap local 3PL provider taking care of deliveries and returns for you, right? It's a very broad question. It's just have a look at the specific country, and then specific. In Europe, it's easy. Yes, in Europe, easy. North America, yes. But if you want to go China, or Amazon China doesn't exist anymore. If you want to go Korea or you want to go Japan, there could be some local particular requirements.
Question from Damien: is there any particular tool that you know that you're aware about that shows like the ranking of your listings on Amazon or eBay? If you're on the page 1 or page 2, like
there is a tool. There is a company. Let me see if I remember the company name. It's a Canadian company which eBay purchased recently. And eBay uses that company to give you the statistics. Terapeak. The company called Terapeak.
Can you type it here? Can you type it here on the chat for everyone?
I'll type it. Let me see. How do I type it? Oh, it's Terapeak. I think it's like that. But if you do the research, so eBay acquired that company, and that company is specialized in providing you data. They give you a lot of insight in terms of what's out there and what's selling, what's not. Normally, all those companies which kind of give you some insight are the companies required you to set up certain watches, right? So you can for example find few competitors of yours, you can find few things, and then you can set up watch, meaning say, okay, I would like to watch that particular product, how it's getting sold, and then certain information is available through eBay API, or you can see on Amazon how often your competitor changes the price, and then you can make some kind of estimates. But again, don't forget, eBay and Amazon, it's a companies there, it's existing. There is only so much public information available through API. Many people try to manipulate, and they try to kind of scrape websites and then present this as a kind of big data, which is not the case in reality.
Well, I mean, probably the last question for today's webinar, guys, because we're already.
I also saw web interpret. Web interpret is not really like a proper solution. It's just a translation tool. It's just like when you want to translate your listings into German, Spanish, French, Italian, you can use web interpret. However, they're not going to create like a proper listings for you with the proper ability to gain listing visibility. It's just it's one of those tools. Web interpreter, they're sponsored by PayPal, so it's going back to eBay times when eBay owned PayPal. So PayPal sponsors web interpret, so web interpret can help people to go different languages, but we don't find them to be like a really like multi-channel solution. If you want proper multi-channel solution, have a look at Leanworks, very good. Channel Unity is not bad. Channel Grabber is good. That's for UK. Channel Advisor, it's top end. They're quite good but expensive. So,
guys, I can tell you for all of those attendees who stay here, we're planning a different webinar with the Leanworks, in the upcoming couple of months. So that will be another useful things for all of us. So for Gordon, about like promoting products on Amazon, I think I will be doing the introduction for you to Alex, and then Alex can speak with you about your products. I know it's a jewelry business, so I don't want to dive too deep into that right now. The last question that I have, Alex, and then we'll be closing this webinar. Sometimes we're getting customers who is already pretty successful, or I mean, they're selling on Amazon and eBay, and they're coming to me and saying, "Hey, Paul, I want to build my own website, and I wanna kind of, I'm really don't want to pay all those Amazon eBay fee, or I want to sell more from my site. Please, like 3 minutes, your takeaway, how to drive customers from Amazon, eBay to the store. Any life hacks that you might think about?"
I can give you 3 life hacks, and then all your Amazon customers will get blacklisted by Amazon. Look, you need to remember one thing. Amazon is not a promotional tool for people to sell on their own websites. Amazon wants, Amazon buyers to be loyal, right? So there are certain tricks which people use, but those tricks, are not sustainable long run. And if Amazon finds out, those people get blocked. So if you obviously every single business wants to have their own website performing well because they want to retain, personal relationship with their customers, deliver much better customer service, and have this personal, experience. And for that, it's a hard work. It's years of hard work. It's getting your brand established. Is getting yourself visible on Google. Is trying to promote your products, as I mentioned before, on Facebook, on Instagram, on all other viral channels.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon is just a segment which is there for you, but it's very, very difficult to turn loyal Amazon customer into your own loyal customer. So if they just want to kind of create website and move away from eBay or Amazon, it's not going to be very, very easy to do, right? eBay and Amazon, it's a supplementary channels which can help your customers to gain more more revenues. It's not a substitution.
Get it, man. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I know it was hard for me to get some free of time of yours, but I will be making a couple of introductions after that. That's number one. Number two, for all of our for all of the attendees, basically, Alex mentioned to me that for the UK businesses, not everyone, it should subject to be vetted by eBay. There is a certain can you tell me what's the discount fee on the eBay?
It's not really a discount fee. Now with this whole Corona crisis, M2E and eBay, we are running a special pilot where we help eBay to bring more inventory. And in return, eBay refunds 50% of all final value fees back. Right, but this is not for everyone. This is for certain sellers who have very, very good reputation and good standing. But we can effectively cut your fees to eBay by half. So
is it for the new sellers, or this is the seller that's already established?
It's mostly for for established sellers, because as I said to you, eBay wants more quality stock from existing eBay sellers, and through M2E we can automate a lot of process, because the main challenge eBay has is a lot of people sit on a lot of inventory and they just don't have time or tools to make this inventory available to eBay.
Okay, get it. I mean, guys, well, thank you so much for everyone who joined us. I appreciate you staying with us. Alex, once again, thank you so much. All the slides, all the presentation will be available. I will try to get this, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then definitely by Monday. But again, everything will be available. Thank you, guys, and then have a good evening, day, or the rest of your week and the weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.